The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for The Media Zone with your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And the chance to win free movie tickets with the Poster Pairs game. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello and welcome to the Media Zone. And Dave here, Ed and Dave with you. Enjoying a lovely March 13th. Has the snow melted from the early March when we were taping this show?
We had another storm, though, after that one.
After that one, there was another one.
There was another one.
Dave doing his Nostradamus.
Oh, and my quatrains.
What's going on, Dave? What's going on?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Let's see what's coming out this week. Love,
yeah.
Simon.
Okay, never heard of it.
7 Days in Entebbe.
Isn't that a remake?
Yeah, we had RAIDER in Entebbe, and I think it was a TV thing in the 70s, wasn't it?
Okay, maybe.
And Tomb Raider.
Oh, that's a remake of the Lara Croft, Angelina Jolie from the, what was that, around 2000 maybe?
I think so. It hasn't been that long, but I guess it's 17 years.
That's long, Ed.
Is that long now?
17 years. 2000, you don't think, oh my God, it's 2000, it's only yesterday. It's not. It's a long time ago. I was youthful back then.
Can we pull out?
I was still in my 30s back then.
I'm going to write a note to myself, Dave.
Uh-oh, why?
I want to grab a couple tapes from
no.
the archives up there for one of our final shows in the studio. Like maybe from one of our first shows in the studio down here. And you want to see youthful. What was that, 95?
Okay.
Let's do the math. 2005, that's 10 years.
Well, I know how long ago that is. It's 23 years ago, Ed.
Oh, you did the new math.
I did. It's I don't know what kind of math you're calling it.
5,
It's basically pretty easy.
6, 7, 8.
2000.
Okay.
What year is this? 2018?
Yes.
Yeah, we're talking 23 years.
23 years. Now, we're some of the only people who have a record of their lives pretty much week by week. And, in retirement, when we're bored, we can edit.
Well, you won't be bored, Ed. You promise.
I promise, yes. Maybe it is possible, though, to take a couple seconds of us from weeks and edit them together. Watch this age.
Oh, no.
From 1981 or so when we started this up until now. I think we've held on pretty good.
You think so?
But when we take a look at that clip from 1995, it's going to be a stunning shock, I have a feeling.
Is it going to be similar to the little snippet we did when my then wife was pregnant and we kept kept her in the same location? What was it, every month?
That's
we would
right.
do a shot and then we would edit it together at the end, watching the expansion.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder if we could find that. That was probably a screen scenes episode.
That would have to be because
91?
was it my son or my daughter? That's the question. I don't know which child, but it would have been either 91
I think it
or
was
95.
I think it was 91.
Well, that would have been the eldest child,
The eldest child.
1991.
Well, we'll grab a few clips because, as you know, out there, as we've been talking about out there in the audience, that this is the penultimate taping
Yes.
in the old studio. And as you saw last week, if you watched, which I'm going to edit after we tape this one, this is the weird time warp we're in. We had a wacky show where I was holding the two cameras and showing what we've been looking at all these years out there in the void.
Yes.
And that was quite interesting. So
I don't know about what you saying. It's the penultimate. I still think this is it. I'm
Why
not
is
saying
that?
I don't have faith in you, but I don't have faith in you.
Dave doesn't think I'm going to have the next studio ready in 2 months.
I don't see how this. I mean, I know there's a way of doing it, but without a producer, we're gonna just do this whole thing and the camera work and all that. You got that all set, Ed, in your brain?
Yeah.
Because as you know,
Yeah.
I bear no responsibility whatsoever. I just show up and talk.
Right.
I would do no production. I don't know what's going on in the shows. So this is all on you.
That's
If
right.
you ask me to do anything, the answer's going to be no.
Whether it will be up to the quality of this show is another thing.
Whoa, wait a minute. It's going to be lower?
Lower than this quality. It's going to be, I will maybe set up 2 cameras, but it's mainly going to be the 2-shot. You're not going to see this a lot. You're going to
Really?
see mainly this 2-shot from here.
Well, why can't we have a little switcher by us so we could do the...
We could if that's necessary.
I say it's necessary
It's
because
never-
every once in a while I like to reach for my drink, and I do that when you're on your one shot.
Is that what,
So go, you talk, and this is what happens when you're on camera.
is that what happens? Usually my shot is usually me going like this, reacting to something. Now once in a while I'll talk. But for the most part, it's nicer to have the 2-shot over here. There's the 2 of us interacting. You know, for many years on our early shows, we only had 1 camera set up there, right? There were times we only had originally 1 camera. And then I think to edit the show, we had to come down a generation even, where you would take the tape and
Right.
dub it down to add things in, lowering the quality. And sometimes 1 or 2 times. So we are upgrading. We'll be in high def. And another thing, which I haven't heard back from yet, but I just got a letter from Spectrum. Apparently now the Albany market, which the producer drops the DVDs off now, and we probably would have had to mail them in when we were doing the new media zone. Now they're going the way that Schenectady does, and we're going to be downloading the show to Albany
Oh.
in March sometime. Right about now. You may be watching a downloaded show. So I've yet to hear back from the man I emailed a couple days ago, but you have to set up an account and then it'll be very easy to just download the show to Albany.
I just realized, as this show airs, my daughter's in Ireland
On this day?
on this day.
What perfect timing, because when is the St. Patrick's
I don't
Day?
need her going over there, stepping into the slaughtered lamb pub, and partaking in imbibing of. No, she's a little frail little child that should not be there doing those things.
Did you approve this trip?
No, I did not approve this trip. This is school related.
Huh. Don't you have to sign off on that?
Apparently not. Not when they're
No.
22. Who cares?
You got, oh no.
Are there any Comic-Cons scheduled?
No, there are no Comic-Cons.
I don't think there's anything going on in Ireland, is there?
Well, she's going over and doing archaeological digs as part of her schooling.
Will she be there on the 17th? Isn't that new St. Patrick's
She'll be
Day?
returning on that
Oh, okay.
day.
That's a good time to get out of there.
Get out. I don't want her going, but what can I do? She's 22. Anyway,
22, yeah, okay.
this is a movie show.
Yes.
Let's do some movies.
Okay.
What's the first one?
Love, Simon.
Love, Simon. Who's doing that one?
You want to do that
I
one?
guess. I don't even know what it is, but
We're gonna see.
We're gonna find out together. Love, Simon stars Nick Robinson. Oh, I did hear about this one. Nick Robinson, Josh Duhamel, Jennifer Garner, and Catherine Langford. Everyone deserves a great love story, but for 17-year-old Simon Spire, it's a little more complicated. He's yet to tell his family or his friends he's gay. I'm gay. And he doesn't actually know the identity of the anonymous classmate he's fallen for online. I believe he was one of the kids in Jurassic World. Yes, he was. Resolving both issues proves hilarious, terrifying, and life-changing, based on Becky Albertalli's acclaimed novel of the same name. Love, Simon is a funny and heartfelt coming-of-age story about the thrilling ride of finding yourself and falling in love. Rated PG-13 for thematic elements, sexual references, language, and teen partying. It's a thrilling ride to find out, oh, I'm a homosexual.
That's a fun ride.
It is a fun ride. I think they have that at Disney now, don't they?
They probably will. They're thinking of making the next Frozen. Elsa has a gay friend.
Really?
Yeah, not a friend, that she's involved with a gay.
Kind of like that LeFou?
LeFou. I'm surprised they would even think of that after that. All the controversy of LeFou, who for 2 seconds kind of wound up with a male dancing partner by surprise at the end.
Yeah, I believe that young lad was the elder child in the Jurassic World film.
Does this take place in the 80s? Because he's got that 80s jacket on. Or does he just have an 80s style jacket?
I don't know.
But they are online, so
Yeah, I'm going to say it's
it
not.
looks like modern.
Yes.
Josh Duhamel. What is he in?
Isn't he married to that Fergie who was.
Oh, jeez.
That's right. And the controversy with her fine rendition of the Star Spangled Banner there.
Yeah, you can't mess with that, I guess.
Oh. Ask Roseanne.
What's he doing here? That's him, right? Dressed up as...
Maybe it's a party of some sort.
I guess
Maybe it's
so.
an 80s party that they were going to.
Maybe that was it. Huh.
There you go.
Love Simon.
Isn't that like Love Sydney with Tony Randall?
Wine is on and I love to make drawings.
No, funny. Was Love Sydney with Tony Randall, was he a gay character in that?
Yes.
He was, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
But then they downplayed it, or they kind of...
Yeah. Swoosey Kurtz.
Look up Love, what is it? Love Sydney.
Love Sydney.
That's interesting. 7 Days in Entebbe is next. Rosamund Pike. When we're doing these reads, Dave, I didn't edit the actors, so you just pick the ones you want.
Okay.
I didn't cut down the ones like Daniel Bruhl, because I didn't have time. It was a snow day. I limited hours. A gripping thriller inspired by the true events of the 1976 hijacking of an Air France flight en route from Tel Aviv to Paris. The film depicts the most daring rescue mission ever attempted. Rated PG-13 for violence, some thematic material, drug use, smoking, and brief, strong language.
Smoking and brief, strong language. I was watching a film this morning, Ed, as I was getting ready to come here. Excuse me. 1935 was the film. I think, I can't even remember the name of it, but...
Bride of Frankenstein.
It was not.
That's the only one I know.
But there was a broad sitting in a carriage, with a butler. And she's probably in her, she's probably in her 30s. She looked like she was in her 70s. And she just was talking the whole time with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth.
Geez.
Oh, for the love of God, you get an R rating now if you got the cigarette hanging out of your mouth.
You do. I was watching Ghostbusters even, and they had cigarettes hanging out of their mouths every 2 seconds.
Oh.
They couldn't do that today.
No, you cannot.
Until all the hostages are safe.
Well, you can see how interested we are in the Entebbe.
Yes, this is what, a 5-minute clip?
Actually, I saw the clips were coming back a bit, like 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Oh.
Not this one, apparently.
That guy, I'm not sure if that's the same guy. Is he in the show Ray Donovan?
I've
On
never seen
Showtime?
that.
I've only seen one season of that show. And then quickly lost interest.
7 days. Go see if there's a made-for-TV movie, Raid on Entebbe.
All right.
I believe it was a made-for-TV.
There you go. There's
film.
2 films right now. Love Simon, and Raid on Entebbe, or whatever Entebbe, 7 Days in Entebbe. And now our next film.
This is the big one for the weekday.
Tomb Raider. Ooh, stars some chick, another chick, some guy, and another chick. Laura Croft, or is it Lara? Laura?
I think she's British.
She's British, because Angelina Jolie put on the fake British accent when she did it. And this woman does not have the lips of Angelina Jolie. But anyway,
Jeez.
Lara Croft is the fiercely independent daughter of an eccentric adventurer who vanished when she was scarcely a teen. Determined to forge her own path, she refuses to take the reins of her father's global empire just as staunchly as she rejects the idea that he's truly gone. Going explicitly against his final wishes, she leaves everything she knows behind in search of her dad's last known destination, a fabled tomb on a mythical island that might be somewhere off the coast of Japan. If she survives this perilous adventure, it could be the making of her, earning her the name Tomb Raider. It's not rated right now, but we have sequences of violence and action and some language yet.
I'd say PG-13.
Is that what you'll say?
Remember the video game this is based on? The Lara Croft was very buxom and had the tight shorts. And even Angelina Jolie, she said they had to pad her up a little. I see they're not going that route here.
No.
We're having a more realistic.
Yes. We don't want to sex up these people. It's unnatural, Ed, to sex up these people just for the titillation.
Right, there'll be no more titillating.
No.
Except in that Red Sparrow, apparently.
Yeah.
Where they go to horse school.
Oh. They go, maybe I'll have to go see that.
Whee! A lot of flying around. Look, she's flying. Looks exciting, Dave.
Does it?
Exciting time at the movies.
Yeah.
Do you want to spend, though? And I'm going to have to rethink my RPX theater going experience. Because it's $16.
Oh, for God's sakes.
But-
Damn that Rocky for making it go to 5 way back in the day. It started this slippery slope.
1985, I think. Rocky 4, right?
I don't know.
That's for Christmas time. We jacked it up. But it's not $16 as I was looking. It's $16.95, so that's $17.
Oh.
And then the matinee regular price is $11, $10.95. So well, let's do the math again. Can you do this quicker than I?
I don't know.
How much more is the RPX theater than the regular?
What are you saying? It's $16.95 versus what?
$10.95.
Well, then that would be $6.
$6. Used to be $5, I think.
Yeah, well,
Don't question my Colony Central math skills when I.
which apparently you have none of.
Which one do you take in the 11th grade? Because that's the one I dropped out of.
Was that trigonometry?
Trigonometry. Yeah, I had enough of that. I think I had to take algebra twice, and I barely got through geometry with 10th grade. What was the 12th grade math?
Well,
Did
that's
you
not,
hit that
oh,
one?
wait a minute. I took pre-calculus in 12th grade.
Holy cow. I don't even know what calculus is. Do they still do that?
I don't know.
None of this stuff we learned is... the only thing that brought me back was I went to get a lotto ticket the other day, and it was called the Money Game, which reminded me of a class I took in 12th grade, which was the only one I still learned from. It taught you how to fill out a check, and it told you that it's better to buy a new car and run it into the grounds than to trade it in every year. Those are the two things I take away from 12th grade.
Who the hell writes checks anymore?
On the rare occasion, you have to bring your check because it has the routing code on it for various things.
All right.
Now you ask Siri any question.
Any question?
That's right.
There's no need to know anything.
Could have asked Siri, what's $16.95 minus $10.95?
Would she know that? Would Alexa know that? I don't know. We'll have to find out. I want to find out. Can you bring up Siri? I want to ask Siri a math question. I never thought of that. I wonder if she can do that.
What is the cosine of whatever? I don't know.
What would you like to ask?
Oh, God.
I want to ask that math question, even though we know what the difference between $10.95 and $16.95. How much more is it to go to the RPX theater?
Oh, my God.
And
we're going to continue this show?
So we'll continue. If I can run a long wire, I can bring Alexa down to the studio. We can ask Alexa.
All right, what do we got? Do we have deaths or anything?
Do we want to do the deaths now or on the next show? We have 4. Let's do them now because we have 4 films.
We got
on the
Blu-rays.
next show.
We got digital.
Oh, we have a lot of material here.
Oh, I never saw this.
I know Dave will be surprised to find out.
Why? What am I
I
surprised?
didn't go to see this in the theater.
What?
Because I couldn't go to a film that got 30% on the tomato scale. I will buy it and watch it though, but I will not double dip and
So the
pay
tomato.
$16.95.
I hear a lot about this Rotten Tomatoes, and apparently that is the go-to way to determine whether you go to a film or not.
Yeah, it is, and it can be manipulated.
Oh, so then it's not 100% accurate.
Now, at one point, Black Panther had a 94 critic scale.
Yeah.
And a 93 on the viewer scale.
That's impressive.
But apparently some racist people
Oh.
can get a hold of it. And they brought it down to 70.
Oh, that's good.
People can manipulate the tomatoes.
The Shape of Water, Ed. This was just out, and it's all about some creature and a woman going at it in interspecies activities of I'd say of the flesh, but I think only one of them has flesh.
Didn't this win the Oscar?
We'll find. As we tape this now, it is Oscar night, which is March 3rd. Now, if we do the math on that, that was that was 10 days ago.
Very good.
But we don't know who won at this point. And sometimes the Oscars don't even know, as we found out last year. Yeah, I did want to see that, though.
Ferdinand.
Now, Dave, we just did this. John Cena's in it? John Cena's in a lot of stuff lately. And he looks like he's steroided up.
Oh, no. You can't be making those kind of accusations.
He looks, he looks like it. I don't know.
Call me by your name.
This is good timing because this is another gay-themed film, which might have won the Oscar. It's nominated for Best Picture. What do you think
Is
won
it?
the Best Picture, Dave?
I don't even know who's nominated other than this one.
Do you still have the Oscar things from we didn't do last time over there? Ask Siri who won, because we don't know.
The Disaster Artist, which has turned out to some kind of a disaster for James Franco, who apparently is assaulting women in a sexual manner, and that Ryan Seacrest is rubbing his hardened member up against people in his underwear.
Is that what he did? I didn't see all the allegations.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. I, Tanya, with they I'm sorry, but it's such a stretch to get Margot. I mean, I'd be thrilled. That's like me having Brad Pitt play me in a film. You get Margot Robbie, who's a knockout, no pun intended, to play that rather oddly unattractive Tanya Harding. How does that happen?
Good acting.
Oh,
Look at what's at the bottom of that there, Dave.
what, a knockout?
Certified fresh.
It's fresh on your tomato meter?
Can you go back any? This is the last one, I believe. Can you go back a couple of notches? Did the Disaster Artist get a tomato? I swear I saw tomatoes on the last 3 DVDs we had.
Oh.
I don't know if we can go back, though.
Well, that Disaster Artist is based on a true story.
Yes. And, here it comes.
There we go. Ooh.
There it is.
There it is. It's fresh.
That's the way. Remember, it used to be thumbs. A couple of thumbs were
Now
up.
it's a tomato. Now we're determining whether we go see a film based on a fruit.
It's funny, even that can be manipulated. I saw, usually it's the week ahead you see numbers start popping up, but the Thursday before Death Wish opened, there was no score yet. Warner Brothers sort of owns the tomatoes, so I think if they have a film that's kind of a duh, they hold back on the ratings till.
They had a bunch of the Death Wish films on recently too. My God, they were awful.
I happened to look up Mr. Skin for investigative purposes.
Of course.
And I saw Death Wish. There was a lot of nudity in Death Wish 2.
Oh, was there?
For some reason.
Well, whatever channel I've watched it on, there was no nudity. Was that the one with Jill Ireland?
No, I don't
blonde?
think she had made it in yet.
Are you sure? How many did they make? 5?
5. I think she came in
She
later.
might have been the third.
Yeah, probably.
All right, it's poster pairs game, folks. I think we're getting there.
Now, remember, I'm going to write it down, Dave.
Are you?
On the
You got any
last...
space left on the paper?
I don't. On the last show, we're going to have to announce no more entries to come into the studio like Ringo. Peace and love, but we will not accept any more entries. Because after that, there will be only 4 more shows.
Well, why can't we just give away like a ticket every so often?
Well, we could give away something.
Okay.
We can go through my shelves on the new media
jeez.
and see any DVDs I have to give away.
All right. Well, it's poster pairs game where you've sent in 2 numbers from 1 to 6. We select your entry, we reveal what's behind the 2 numbers you've given us, and if they match, you win 2 free movie passes. Great, spin the wheel, spin the wheel.
I'm just looking at, before we go today, Dave, I want to see if we can both fit on this section of the board on the
I'm not doing it.
table.
I'm not doing the new show. Forget it. I'm not doing it.
The new show's budget is being cut in half.
Half? Jeez. We'll get half the table and we're getting the half. We're giving away no tickets. Who would watch this show?
We'll find out.
Yeah, nobody. Bob Gary Zeglin is already. He's like, look, I'm not watching this show anymore. Right.
Somebody's watching The Religious Man after us, apparently. Maybe just him, but...
Michelle
Ooh.
Madison Crisafulli. Is she related to David Madison?
Huh.
Because remember, we had an email and I didn't know this because she never throws in that middle.
Oh.
But on the email, it had Madison.
Huh.
This is now a little shyster activity going on here. I don't even know what numbers you listed because I didn't even read it. 1 and 6, Ed.
We don't care at this point as long as multiple people are writing.
1 and 6, and spin the wheel.
1 and 6.
Yeah, 1. It's
Now.
Your math skills would tell you 1 is the first one.
Yeah, we are doing the game on the last show, so this is not we're getting the end of the games yet. What is it?
6.
6. There we go. We're going to get the wheel out. Not this time. And we're not going to change our posters at this late stage.
How do you know?
Well, whatever's up here would be what we would do with the end here.
All right,
Go
folks.
through those in a minute.
Sorry, Michelle, you did not win, but if you want to enter a game... Wait a minute. We're still entering the game, right?
Yes.
Okay. If you're entering the game, you send an email to mediazone95@gmail.com. That's mediazone95@gmail.com. 2 numbers from 1 and 6. We select your entry like we did Michelle's. Reveal what's behind the numbers like we did Michelle. And if they match like they did not with Michelle's, you will win 2 free movie passes. And if you write spin the wheel like Michelle did, had she won, we would have spun the wheel. You would have a chance to change those 2 tickets into 10. 10 tickets. Holy crap. Or nothing. And everything in between. Well, not everything in between, but a lot in between. But there you go.
I'm just looking at our original Monster of the Week.
Is that web series ever coming out?
It is.
When? When?
When I retire, Dave, which is very soon.
Oh, my God.
At this point, then I'll have plenty of time to work on a web series. I'm wondering, I am going to go back, and I wrote it down here to find the original tapes of this show. But we even look younger.
Yeah.
in the Monster of the Week.
It's what, 5 years ago we started that?
At least.
4, 5?
At least 5. You know, some of these shows take a long time.
No, this show, it's a 30-minute thing, Ed. That's all right.
Let's see. We don't even have time. We'll have to do this next time. I just brought the camera.
I might not even own that shirt anymore.
Well, we don't need to film anything.
Good, because I can't fit
hopefully.
into them. All right, we've got 10 seconds here.
We have to sign off now. Do you have the new ending? Okay, we're going to actually sign off with 2018 this time. So we'll see you next time.
The Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.